Hello, this is Didi from didicotthesauce.com. Today I am making this delicious meal. It's a fried rice but made in a red palm African oil. If you've never heard of red palm oil, it is a different taste. It's got like a saffron scent to it, a very wild scent. It gives your dishes such a exotic flavor and look. So anyway, that's what we're using to make this fried rice today, along with the sauteed shrimps. Before we do that, before we begin the recipe, please, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to hit the thumbs up to like this video. That helps me create more videos like this and keep my channel going. Also visit my website at didicotthesauce.com for any of the West African sauces. Here's the marinade. I'm going to marinate the shrimp. We got some fresh basil, some fresh thyme, garlic, onions, of course. We got some maggie cubes. I haven't used the turmeric. We have some pink Himalayan salt that we're using in that today. Here's the marinade. I basically cut everything up, put it on the shrimp. I have some black pepper there as well. And the marinade is going to be sitting in the fridge until the rice is cooked. So that will take about 45 minutes in the fridge just to soak in all the flavor. Here's the red palm oil. I am pouring it into the pot that I'm going to be making the rice in. When I say fried rice, it's not going to be fried rice the way you know fried rice. It's basically like jollof rice, or we call that in Togo, we call that riz au gras. So I'm going to infuse the oil with some fresh herbs. I have some thyme in there, some cut out onions, and then I'm gonna let that infuse and uh, let the some of the smells go away. Not that red palm oil has a bad smell in itself, but when you buy here in the States, it doesn't have the natural smell, the fresh smell. Anyway, I'm putting some garlic in there as well, just to combat any of the weird bottle smell that I don't like. So here we are. It is infusing, and I'm traveling. I'm not at home, so I don't have my regular pots with me. So I'm just cooking at the Airbnb here. Anyway, so I cut out some onions, and I'm beginning to make my sauce, the base for the rice here. So here's some cut out tomatoes that we're going to be sauteing for about a minute or two before we start flavoring the sauce here. And then we got in one maggie cube, and I'm gonna let that stay in there to soften up because it is hard. So I'm gonna let that soften up here. Yeah, and then add in some Baileys. I love fresh herbs. There's nothing like cooking with fresh herbs. It is a different experience. I invite you to try it. It is nothing like cooking with fresh herbs. Yes, there is dry herbs, you can use that, but there is nothing like fresh basil, fresh Baileys, fresh thyme, all of the freshness you can find in sage. I couldn't find fresh sage today. Sage is one of my favorite fresh herbs to cook with, but I couldn't find any at Whole Foods. So anyway, we got some African habanero peppers there. Well, those are more Mexican, but they're habanero peppers. They're pretty hot. So we're gonna saute this thing, cook it really well until it reduces and pulls in all of the scents from all of the herbs. So we're cooking with a lot of patience here because our goal is to make a very flavorful dish from the herbs. And then now I'm gonna be frying the rice. I have already washed the rice, pre-washed it. I'm gonna fry it in here. Let it fry for a little while. This is also part of the process. You want to let the rice saute first before you add water. So here's the water. You don't want to add too much water when you're cooking jollof rice. Just enough for that rice to cook, and then I'm gonna cover it up here. In the meantime, and while the rice is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the shrimp. So it's been about 45 minutes. Um, so the shrimp has been in there marinating. So we took it out, and we're gonna go ahead and start sauteing the shrimp here. These are very delicious shrimps. Like, I found these are Aldi's. Can you believe that? Aldi of all places. Found these organic shrimps. They don't have that weird metallic taste that I hate in bagged shrimps. They're very, very good. So I am sauteing here, and I hate overcooking seafood. So when I'm cooking seafood, I have a technique that I use that I don't know how to explain in words. I'll have to find another word to explain it. When I'm sauteing it, I don't want to overcook it. I make sure everything cooks through, but when it's done cooking, it is soft like butter, and when you bite into it, um, it is à kiffer. À kiffer, à chérir. Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and saute the marinade into the pan here and just scrape all of that good flavor out of the pot. À kiffer, that's French for it is to be adored, or it is to be extremely liked. That's what that means. So, yeah. So. I'm going to start to try to speak French in my videos because I have forgotten my French, and I'm suffering. So I'm going to start trying. My dad said he's going to charge me $20 an hour to help me fix my French. I think I'll pay him. I'll pay him that. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sauteing this here. Adding the shrimp back into the sauce just to allow it to hug up, and then it looks like the rice is done at this point, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just fluff it up. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to speak full French. While I'm saying something, I'm going to try to say it in French as well, so that I want to reach out to my French audience, because I know there's a lot of people that are following me that are French speaking. Of course, my country is French speaking. I can speak French in a conversation, but to put it in a video, like in a conversation like this, I have completely lost my mojo on that. So I'm working on it. So here's the rice. I'm gonna go ahead and serve the rice here. Yeah. So all of my French people, please don't be mad at me. I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. And if I start speaking French, I don't care if I speak it wrong. If you make fun of me, that's okay. That's all right. You can correct me. I am not going to be je serai pas gonflé, quoi. I'm not going to be cocky. I don't mind being corrected. Anyway, so here's the rice. We're going to be adding the shrimp on the side. This is so good. So good. I'm not tooting my own horn, but you want to try this recipe. And I'm traveling. It's at an Airbnb, so I don't have my regular pots and pans, but it has everything you need. So it's such a convenience to be able to cook while you are not home. So home away from home. This was really nice. Really nice. So I put aside some of the sauce that I made for the base, for the rice base, and that's what I'm serving this rice with. I am also going to be pouring the marinade base from the shrimp on the shrimp itself. Yeah. So have you ever cooked with red palm oil? Are you familiar with red palm oil? If you are, go ahead and comment below. Let us know. If you've tried this recipe, if you like it, let me know in the comments below. I really love to hear from my audience. Talk to me. Let's chat. Okay, so here I am. adding the sauce. I really totally forgot. I'm not gonna front with you. I totally forgot to add the sauce. And I was like, oh, let me review and add the sauce. so, so here I am adding the sauce. So anyway, so here's my fancy schmizzy dish. Thank you.